welcome to Capital Update with State Representative John Persell. I'm Charlie Vanderarty. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Good to be here.
Good to have you here. And I know that session has got off to a fast start, and you're focused on a lot of different things in your committees, but I'm interested in learning a little more about what specific bills that you're working on. What are you carrying this legislative session?
Well, you know, we've got a couple of bills out there. Of course, I'm carrying the bill to lift the spearing ban over in Cass Lake, and that has widespread support there in the local communities for sure, and around the district. There are a few folks who want to have that spearing ban left on, but basically we want to revisit that issue over the long term, and so I'm hopeful that that's going to get a hearing. We haven't had a hearing on that yet, but and then I'm very hopeful that by the time the session gets to winding down, we're going to have a bonding bill. I know the governor wants to have a bonding bill, and he's offered that up, and we've got a lot of very good, worthy projects that can be shovel ready in the district there, and some that we'd like to be working on as far as some planning, but certainly the Headwater Science Center in Bemidji, and of course we're trying to move forward with the Veterans Home in Bemidji. We've got Deer River Community Center. Been working with those folks for since I started as a state representative, and trying to get them some help, and then one that I'm really working real hard as well is that Paul Bunyan Trail Bridge on 194 Highway. They were coming into Bemidji at the snowmobile crossing there, and we've got a real safety issue there, and I was disappointed that Governor Palani vetoed that last session, but we're going to bring it up again, and like I say, it is a real safety issue for snowmobilers trying to cross 4 lanes of traffic. Mm-hmm. So we need to get that bridge built, and I'm hopeful that everybody will see their way clear on this to move forward with some good jobs. So we talk a lot about jobs down here, right. And by golly, bonding bill that's shovel ready, that's jobs. So really hopeful about that.
No, that all sounds good. I know with interest rates being low that this is the time to do a lot of projects, according to some of your colleagues.
Well, you have been talking to the right folks, and they know what they're talking about, because we can do things now on some of these construction projects, for 10, maybe 15% cheaper than we'd be able to in other circumstances. So we just need to take advantage of that.
Well, that sounds good. What are the things that you're working on as well in some of your committees? I know you serve on the Natural Resources Committee, the Veterans Committee, the Agriculture Committee. What kind of things are you talking about there?
Well, primarily the budget items, trying to maintain, certainly in the Veterans and Ag committees, trying to maintain some of the basic budgets for those entities, for the Agriculture Department and the Veterans Affairs Department here at the state. And there's a few bills that come through. We had an interesting bill on industrial hemp that actually was passed out of committee on a voice vote. We're hopeful that might move forward. I think there's some real unanimity around the fact that has some good commercial application around agriculture country, and we're hopeful that might move forward. That could bode well for an alternative crop for a lot of agriculture folks.
No, that sounds good. One of the things I know that we're looking at too, or as things move through, is the environment and natural resources and permitting things. What kind of things are you looking at in that committee?
Well, we had that permitting streamline bill, and I wasn't able to support that because it took away our local control there on district court appeals and forced us to come down to St. Paul. So I wasn't able to support that, but it did move forward. The governor signed it. Certainly the things now that we're dealing with right up front is LCCMR projects, and that is going to occupy this week here. So looking forward to those conversations.
That's great. Well, unfortunately, it's all the time we have for now, but I know that we'll be back
very good
very soon, and you always like hearing from your constituents, so we'll make sure that your contact information is is on the screen for people to be able to reach out to you, whether it's coming down to the Capitol or calling or emailing.
Thanks, Charlie.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us. This has been Capital Update with State Representative John Persell.